Trying to book him for a minute. He's super funny. He's been doing comedy since probably I started. We started about the same time, right? I don't know. Who fucking cares? Give it up for my friend Castro, everybody!
How we doing, Sweet Kegs? How we doing this evening? Woo! Get some energy in here. Anybody hit any potholes on the way here?
Yes. Yeah.
Man, okay, so I think I injured my sphincter on one of these potholes. Hear me out. So I don't know why I do it, but whenever I'm about to hit a pothole, I just tighten it up. Anybody just tighten your sphincter when we're about to hit a bunch of potholes? Like all your intestines are gonna fall out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I sprained it, like a high ankle sprain. Like I don't know if there's a doctor in the room. Is that even possible?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, right there. Is it possible? There was like 139 potholes between my house and here, so 139 times, just suck it up. And I don't know if there's like a surgery for that, or if there's like a cast or a boot they put in to stick out of your ass that your friends can sign. That'd be awesome. But that's right, my last name is Castro. I know I look like a Castro. You know, but the older I've gotten, the more comfortable I've gotten with my exotic look. You know? And by exotic, I mean Spanish last name, clan rally skin. You know, really exotic. I don't even speak Spanish. I don't speak a lick of Spanish. I do get a lot of Spanish mail from Comcast. But, yeah. But the only Spanish phrase I actually know is build the wall. So, you know. And can we talk about this for a second? They're going to build the wall, but no one's going to cancel their Cinco de Mayo party. We're going to build the wall. We're going to hijack Mexican independence because no one can say no to the 2-for-1 margarita pitcher deal at Chili's. At Cinco de Mayo, but I'm actually not even Spanish. I'm actually Filipino. Give it up for Filipino pride. Yep. I know there's 0 of you out there. But and if you trace my origins back to like the 1400s, my actual family last name is Knack. That's our real last name, not Castro, because in the 1400s, the conquistadors came over to the Philippines and pillaged the whole place and took my family captive. And, and they were probably like, the conquistadors, like, where do we start? We're going to take over the Philippines. Where's a good place to start? And they're like, I don't know, but this village of Knack sounds like a good place to start. Sounds like a bunch of idiots. I don't know anything about my ancestors or what Knack means, but doesn't that sound like a bunch of people that just ate shit? Like their entire existence? With a name like Knack? Absolutely, but... and what's weird about being Filipino is like when I fill out a job application, they have those boxes, with the race or ethnicity that you associate with. I've got to check the box that says Pacific Islander.
Yeah.
But what kind of description for an ethnicity is that? I mean, how am I going to get a job? The person trying to hire me is like, I don't know, it sounds like a guy that like wears Sperry's and tans all day. Kind of sounds like a salad dressing. Like, oh, I'll take a side salad. I'll take a side of 1,000 Pacific Islander dressing, please. Yeah, but like, why can't it be cool? Or like, if Caucasian didn't just mean white people, that's kind of a badass word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds cool. Kind of sounds like a crocodile. Like, look as the Caucasian waits in the swamp to attack its prey. Rah! Yeah, I'm originally from Arkansas. Any Arkansans in here? Yeah, God. I thought there was a bunch here, but there's not. just me.
Too many teeth.
Yeah, oh, right, yeah. But, Arkansas is in the top 5 every year for 2 things in the country, and that's meth production and obesity. It's the only place in the country where you're going to see a fat meth addict. I'm not trying to preach the benefits of methamphetamines to you people, but weight loss is definitely one of them. Just not in Arkansas. I mean, no one looks at those before and after pictures of meth addicts and think, God, Jim, you put on 5 pounds. What happened there? You're supposed to lose weight on the methamphetamine diet. But, I've been dealing with a lot of family issues. Anybody got family problems up in here?
Yeah.
Daddy scars? Woo, plentiful. Both of my parents were alcoholics. My mom was extremely bipolar. And I used to tell my mom, she stopped taking her meds. I used to tell her, it'd be amazing what you could accomplish if you would just put one of your minds to it. Just focus. My dad was an extreme alcoholic. He drank a bottle of Old Crow whiskey every day. Anybody remember Old Crow whiskey? It's so cheap it came with a free t-shirt. Which is ironic because my dad's alcoholism indirectly kept the children clothed. Because we were poor. So, you know, and it kind of ruined me too because, you know, we live in Nashville, we got all these 5-star restaurants popping up everywhere. I feel like if I don't get a free t-shirt with my cocktail, I get ripped off. It's like, where's my t-shirt? What am I supposed to wear home? You know, but, you know, we could have buried my dad in that t-shirt, but we cremated him. Which was kind of scary though, because, you know, his blood alcohol content was so high most of his life, we had to tell the cremation people he might explode. It's like a human Molotov cocktail. But, yeah, we could have buried, you know, the funeral was a little scary, you know, to pay for a funeral. It's very expensive, as you all know, if you've ever lost a loved one. But luckily, Old Pro stepped in and sponsored the whole thing. You know, at halftime, you know, kind of like those half-naked girls that come out of basketball games, they had the t-shirt cannons, you know, just boo, boo, boo! Everybody got a free t-shirt. We all looked like I did when I was a kid. Old Pro. Oh yeah. This is a true story. When I was 21 and my mom was 45, she got engaged to an 18-year-old. Think about that. You know, I was the older man. It was kind of weird, so he had to ask me for permission. And I was like, well, I guess if you got your schoolwork done, fine. Go ahead. In fact, as a congratulations, here's a 20. Go see a movie with your friends. No, I am a dad. This is the father's edition, right? Give it up for the dads in the room. That's right. I have 2 now and 1 on the way. So my wife is pregnant, and we are looking to rehome the child. So applications at the door. We're kind of doing it like a dog adoption service. You know, I don't know any better. But you know, I take my kids to the zoo sometimes, and we go to the zoo, and you learn pretty quickly that the spectacle at the zoo is not the animals; it's the people that go to the zoo. They come from all over. Like there was this 2 parents. They had all their kids. Each of them, the mom and the dad, were each over 500 pounds, easy. And they had 1 motorized cart between them. So they're walking into the zoo, and every 5 minutes, one of them would hack up along and then yell at the other one to get off the buggy. It's like every 5 minutes, get off the buggy, it's my turn. And it was scary because, you know, we got ahead of them really fast, you know, and they had kids, and they would yell at the kids, be like, oh, get out of the way, I don't want to run over you in the parking lot here. I had to turn around to make sure they didn't engulf one of the children, you know. And we left the zoo like 2 hours later. They still hadn't gotten to the front door. I saw another family. This lady, she was pounding cigarettes. She had a shirt on that said, "Training Tiny Disciples for Christ." And she had like 15 kids running around. She was just pounding cigarettes. And if you looked, it looked like she had an incision on her throat. Like maybe she had a voice box. Well, I'll be damned, she had a voice box. She was like, no, you get away from the pond. No, we're not even in the zoo yet. You want to get us kicked out of here? If your dad was here, he'd beat your ass. I can't wait to see how those tiny disciples turn out. Christ would be so proud. You know, she gets up to heaven. Oh, man. I never understood fraternities. I had some friends in fraternities in college. And I asked one of them, I was like, why are you really in a fraternity? He's like, well, it looks good on a job resume. I'm like, does it really? Hold on, let me just imagine this. Imagine like if I work at a bank and I'm interviewing someone, I look at the resume, oh, I see you're a Beta Kappa, that's pretty cool, that's pretty cool. Hey, tell me this, how does butt-chugging beer at a hazing ritual make you a good candidate to be a teller at my bank? Maybe explain that one to me. Don't let the croakies blow away. I don't want your sunglasses to blow away during this interview. You and your khakis and your Sperry's and your salmon pants. But, yeah, so, I think we should consolidate some of these reality shows. My wife watches The Bachelor. Anybody watch The Bachelor in here? Bachelorette? Oh, come on. Well, here's a good simple solution for you. So you take, like, The Biggest Loser and The Bachelor and combine them, right? So instead of handing out roses, they do, like, a weight loss competition. You know, they're on one of these dates, they're like in the privacy suite, like, Vanessa, you know, I've really fallen for you. You've really, I don't believe in love at first sight, but you may have changed my mind. Now let's get back here and weigh ya. I'm in love. But, you know, and a good friend of mine, any cheap asses in here like me?
Sure.
I'm just so cheap. I'm just so cheap. And it drives my friends insane. My best friend, he told me, no, Kyle, you can't take your money with you to heaven. And I kind of had this thought, like, wouldn't that suck if you could actually take your money with you to heaven? And you should, because you're going to be broke just like you here on earth. You know, you get up there and God's like, all right, guys, dinner's at 9 o'clock tonight. Don't forget your wallets. You can tip well. We don't like any cheap asses here in heaven. And I'm like, oh my God. I left my wallet back on earth at the funeral parlor. I bet Grandma has it now. God's like, okay, why does everybody look so confused? What's the problem here? What does everybody look confused? Well, God, we didn't know we could take it with us. You know? He's like, well, y'all better figure it out because the only street of gold into heaven is a toll road. So, I think that's how the Catholics actually invented purgatory. It's just a bunch of broke people in heaven trying to pay for their toll street of gold in heaven. And there's like a homeless guy across the street on the sign. Will work for food, didn't know I could take it with me. I've been Kyle Castro. Thank you so much for your time this evening, yo. Give it up for Brooke Jolly.
Keep it going for Kyle Castro.